it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends, us being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me.
Happy Wednesday. Hello. Man, my computer crashed on me. Sorry about that. What a hiccup. Oh well. I hope to be back where I am. Yes, I am. Great. I am so thankful that you are here. Okay, let me get my grounding here. I'm going to pull up my notes again. I hate it when my computer crashes like that. Out of the blue. That's okay. It happens. Anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I am doing perfectly fine. Very well. I am excited that today is Wednesday. I am ready for the day. How about you? Today we're talking about validation. Welcome to Life Lessons with Sheila and an original podcast series of Breaking the Lucky Girl Code, taking control over your mental diet. We're now on day 3 where we're going to discuss the topic of seeking outwardly validation. We will discuss what it means to seek validation from others, give 20 examples of how one might be looking for outward validation, what personal validation is, and why we should avoid wanting validation from others, why it's important to let go of outside validation, followed up with 100 positive affirmations on choosing self-validation over outwardly validation. Disclaimer: I am in no way a mental health professional. I'm not a doctor, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. I am, however, a mindset coach, and I'm approaching this topic as so from my very own personal experiences. If you want to check out any other podcast in this, any other series in our podcast, check down the description box below. There's a link with lots of other lucky linkies for anyone to see. Let's hop into this. If outside validation is your only source of nourishment, you will hunger for the rest of your life. If outside validation is your only source of nourishment, you will hunger for the rest of your life. What does it mean to seek validation from others? To seek validation from others means to seek external approval, acceptance, or recognition in order to feel validated or validated in your beliefs, actions, or sense of self-worth. It involves relying on the opinions, feedback, or validation of others as a measure of your own value, competence, or success. Seeking validation from others can manifest in various ways, such as seeking praise, compliments, or positive feedback, conforming to societal norms or expectations to gain approval, or seeking reassurance or validation before making decisions or taking action. I'm sure at one point all of us have sought out after validation from someone else, whether it be our spouse, our parents, a teacher, your boss, a friend. We've all looked for validation outside of ourselves. I don't think anyone has never looked for outside validation. It's how you do it in a healthy way that makes a difference. Examples of wanting validation from others. Oh, let me read this. Developing a healthy balance between seeking external feedback and cultivating self-validation is important. It involves recognizing and appreciating. Oh, I skipped a whole thing. Sorry. My mind is all over the place today. Seeking validation from others can be driven by a desire for acceptance, belonging, or a need for external validation to feel confident or validated in one's own choices, abilities, or identity. While it is natural to seek some level of validation from others, Relying solely on external validation can have negative consequences on one's self-esteem, self-worth, and overall well-being. It can lead to constant need for validation, self-doubt, and a lack of trust in one's own judgment or abilities. Developing a healthy balance between seeking external feedback and cultivating self-validation is important. It involves recognizing and appreciating your own worth, your strengths and abilities, and relying on your own internal validation to guide your actions, decisions, and sense of self-worth. No one is responsible for the decisions you make. No one is responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. Those are choices that you make. You can't blame it on anyone else. And seeking validation is not a reason to be hateful in the world at all. But it happens. It happens too often. As we let go of all suppressed feelings, our need for external validation disappears. We become more confident in ourselves and our abilities. We become unlimited. I love that quote. As we let go of all suppressed feelings, our need for external validation disappears. We become more confident in ourselves and our abilities. We become unlimited. If you've ever wanted to be unlimited, you have to let go of seeking validation outside of yourself. Here's some examples of wanting validation from others. These examples illustrate situations where individuals rely on external validation from others to shape their self-worth, their decision-making, and sense of acceptance. It's important to recognize these patterns and shifts towards self-validation, where your own internal validation and self-belief guide your choices and self-perception. These examples highlight situations where individuals place a heavy emphasis on external validation from others, often at the expense of their own self-confidence and self-worth. It's important to recognize the impact of seeking validation externally and to cultivate a strong sense of self-validation, where you rely on your own internal guidance and self-belief to shape your self-perception and decision-making. 1. Seeking approval from friends or peers before making a decision. I'm guessing everybody has done several of these on this list at one point or another in their lives, probably when they were younger, more immature. Constantly seeking validation through social media likes, comments, or followers. Waiting for someone to acknowledge and recognize your accomplishments before feeling proud of yourself. Depending on others' compliments or positive feedback to feel good about your appearance or abilities. Feeling the need to conform to societal expectations or norms to gain acceptance from others. Holding back your true opinions or ideas in a group discussion, waiting for others to validate or support them. Relying on a romantic partner's validation to feel valued and loved. Feeling anxious or insecure when others don't respond positively to your actions or choices. Seeking validation from family members to feel validated in your life's choices and career path. Waiting for someone else's approval or permission before pursuing a personal goal or passion. Seeking validation from a supervisor or authority figure before feeling confident in your work or abilities. Constantly seeking reassurance from friends or family members to feel validated in your relationships. Waiting for someone's approval before expressing your true emotions or desires. Depending on others' opinions to determine your self-worth or value as a person. Feeling the need for external validation before embracing and expressing your unique identity or interests. Seeking validation from peers or colleagues to feel validated in your career choices or professional skills. Waiting for someone else's recognition or validation before acknowledging your own achievements. Feeling the need for constant validation in your romantic relationships to feel loved and valued. Depending on others' validation to feel confident or worthy in social situations or gatherings. Waiting for someone else's validation or acceptance before fully embracing and loving yourself. What is personal validation and why is it important to have? Personal validation refers to recognizing and accepting one's own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences as valid and meaningful. It involves acknowledging and affirming oneself without seeking external approval or validation from others. Personal validation is essential for several reasons. Self-acceptance. When you validate yourself, you embrace who you truly are, including your strengths, your weaknesses, and your emotions. It allows you to develop a positive self-image and accept yourself unconditionally. This self-acceptance fosters greater self-esteem and self-worth. 2. Emotional well-being. Personal validation helps you acknowledge and validate your own emotions and experiences. Instead of suppressing or dismissing them, you honor and give yourself permission to feel and process them. This leads to increased emotional well-being as you develop a healthier relationship with your emotions and become more resilient in dealing with life's challenges. Number 3, authenticity. When you validate yourself, you affirm your own values, beliefs, and choices, even if they may differ from others. It allows you to live authentically, staying true to your own principles and desires, rather than seeking external validation or conforming to societal expectations. Embracing your authentic self leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. 4. Empowerment and independence. Personal validation empowers you to trust your own judgment and decisions. It encourages self-reliance and independence as you become less dependent on external validation or approval from others. This self-empowerment promotes personal growth, autonomy, and the ability to pursue your goals and aspirations with confidence. 5. Healthy relationships. When you validate yourself, you set a positive example for others and create healthier dynamics in your relationships. By recognizing and honoring your own needs, boundaries, and emotions, you establish a solid foundation for communicating and engaging with others in a respectful and authentic manner. This fosters healthier connections and reduces the need for seeking constant validation from others. Overall, personal validation is important because it enables you to develop a strong sense of self, nurturing emotional well-being, living authentically, cultivating empowerment and independence, and fosters healthy relationships with yourself and others. It allows you to navigate life from a place of self-assurance and inner strength, enhancing your overall happiness and fulfillment. Why should we avoid waiting for validation from others in our lives? That's wanting. Why should we avoid wanting for validation from others in our lives? Wanting validation from others can have several negative effects on our lives. Here are some reasons why it's important to avoid relying solely on external validation. Number 1, self-worth dependent on others. When we constantly seek validation from others, our sense of self-worth becomes contingent on their opinions and approval. This puts us in a vulnerable position as our self-esteem fluctuates based on external factors beyond our control. It's healthier to cultivate self-worth from within, based on our own self-perception and intrinsic values. I have a hard time with that word. Your lack of autonomy. Relying on external validation means that we give others the power to determine our worth, decisions, and actions. We may find ourselves constantly seeking approval or conforming to the expectations of others, which can lead to a loss of autonomy and personal agency. Taking ownership of our lives and decisions empowers us to follow our own path and make choices aligned with our values. Inconsistent validation. External validation is unpredictable and inconsistent. People have their own perspectives, biases, and agendas, which can influence how they perceive and validate us. Relying on others for validation means we subject ourselves to the whims and opinions of others, leading to a roller coaster of emotions and lack of stability in our self-perception. Comparison and inadequacy. Seeking validation from others often involves comparing ourselves to others and trying to measure up to their standards or achievements. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, as we may never feel good enough or constantly strive to meet unrealistic expectations. Focusing on self-validation helps us embrace our unique qualities and strengths without the need for constant comparison. External validation as a moving target. The standards of validation can change from person to person and from situation to situation. What one person finds praiseworthy, another may not. If we rely solely on external validation, we may constantly chase after ever-changing criteria, making it difficult to find a sense of fulfillment and contentment in our lives. Limited authenticity. Seeking validation from others often tempts us to present a version of ourselves that we believe will be accepted and approved by others, rather than embracing our true, authentic selves. This can lead to a lack of genuine connections and a sense of disconnection from ourselves. Embracing self-validation allows us to be authentic and attract relationships based on mutual understanding and acceptance. While seeking some feedback or support from others can be valuable, it's crucial to strike a balance and prioritize self-validation. By recognizing our own worth, trusting our own judgment, and embracing our authentic selves, we can cultivate a strong sense of self and lead a more fulfilling and empowered life. Why is it important to let go of outside validation when it comes to our mental diet? Letting go of outside validation when it comes to our mental diet is crucial for several reasons. 1. Authenticity and inner alignment. Hi, Shelby girl. What are you doing? You have a breather? When we rely on outside validation for our thoughts and beliefs, we may end up adopting ideas that do not resonate with our true selves. It's important to cultivate our own internal compass and trust our own judgment. By letting go of outside validation, we can embrace our authentic thoughts and beliefs, aligning our mental diet with our core values and inner truth. Personal growth and exploration. Seeking constant validation from others can hinder personal growth and exploration. It may discourage us from venturing into new ideas, perspectives, or experiences because of the fear of judgment or disapproval. Letting go of outside validation allows us to open ourselves up to new possibilities, expand our horizons, and engage in self-discovery and personal development. 3. Freedom from external control. Relying on outside validation for our mental diet puts us at the mercy of others' opinions and judgments. I'm going to read that again. That's pretty important. Relying on outside validation for our mental diet puts us at at the mercy of others' opinions and judgments. It can lead to a constant need for approval and conforming to societal expectations, limiting our ability to think independently and critically. Letting go of external validation frees us from this control, empowering us to cultivate our own thoughts, beliefs, and perspectives. That's amazing. That's freeing to me. Just reading that over and over. Relying on outside validation for our mental diet puts us at the mercy of others' opinions and judgments. So when you open that door looking for validation from someone else, you're at their mercy of their opinions and their judgments. Is that what you want for your life? Is that how you want to live the rest of your life? I know it's not what I want to do. I know what's in my heart and what vision I have for my life. I don't need anyone outside looking in telling me I need to do something different. Number 4, mental well-being. Seeking validation from others can create a cycle of seeking external validation as a source of self-worth and self-esteem. This dependency can be emotionally draining and can negatively impact our mental well-being. Letting go of outside validation allows us to develop a healthier relationship with ourselves and our thoughts, fostering a sense of inner peace, confidence, and self-acceptance. Empowerment and self-trust. When we let go of outside validation, we reclaim our power and autonomy. We become more self-reliant and self-trusting, knowing that we have the ability to make decisions and form opinions based on our own internal guidance. This empowerment allows us to navigate our mental diet with a confidence and assertiveness, making choices that align with our well-being and personal growth. Number 6, reduce comparison and judgment. Seeking outside validation often involves comparing ourselves to others and seeking validation through external benchmarks. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, competition, and judgment. Letting go of external validation helps us focus on our own unique journey and strengths, fostering self-acceptance and reducing the negative impact of comparison and judgment. Number 7, building resilience. Relying on outside validation can make us more vulnerable to criticism and rejection. When our self-worth is tied to external opinions, negative feedback or disapproval can significantly impact our confidence and well-being. By cultivating self-validation, we develop resilience and the ability to bounce back from setbacks. We become less affected by external judgment, focusing instead on our own growth and self-improvement. Number 8, personal empowerment. External validation can create a dependency on others for a sense of worth and happiness. Letting go of this resilience allows us to take ownership of our own emotions and well-being. We become empowered to define our own worth and find internal sources of motivation, fulfillment, and happiness. Number 9, authentic decision-making. When we detach from outside validation, we can make decisions based on our own values, desires, and intuition. We are not swayed by external pressures or the need to conform. This authenticity in decision-making leads to a greater sense of personal fulfillment and alignment with our true selves. Number 10, freedom of expression. Seeking validation from others may cause us to censor or suppress our true thoughts and emotions for fear of judgment or rejection. By letting go of outside validation, we can freely express ourselves, share our ideas, and engage in meaningful discussions without the constant need for approval. This fosters creativity, self-expression, and the development of our unique voice. Number 11, self-discovery and self-reflection. Letting go of outside validation encourages us to delve deeper into our own thoughts, beliefs, and values. We engage in introspection and self-reflection, gaining a better understanding of who we are and what truly matters to us. This self-discovery journey allows us to cultivate a stronger sense of self-awareness and personal growth. 12. Healthy boundaries. Seeking validation from others can sometimes lead to compromising our boundaries or values to gain approval. By focusing on self-validation, we learn to establish and maintain healthy boundaries in our relationships. We can confidently express our needs, set limits, and prioritize our own well-being without seeking constant validation or approval from others. And lucky number 13, embracing failure and growth. External validation often reinforces a fear of failure or making mistakes as we strive for perfection to avoid criticism or disappointment. When we let go of outside validation, we become more open to embracing failure as an opportunity for growth and learning. We understand that our worth is not defined by the absence of mistakes, but by our resilience, perseverance, and willingness to learn from challenges. By embracing self-validation and letting go of outside validation, we empower ourselves to live authentically, making choices aligned with our true selves and navigate our own paths with confidence and self-assurance. It allows us to cultivate a stronger sense of self, build resilience, and foster personal growth and fulfillment. I don't know about you, but I did struggle for a long time with looking outwardly for validation in anything I did, at work, at home, on social media, anywhere. I needed someone to say, "Good job," or "I'm proud of you," or "You did wonderful." I needed that self-assurance from someone else or that reassurance from someone else instead of from within me. I kind of cheated myself for a long time. And I'm just now, at the ripe old age of 49, figuring out that my life is pretty amazing and I've done well. I've created myself a reputation that is a well reputation. When people speak of my name, usually it's in a nice way. I say usually because there's always one or two, but for the majority, I have a pretty good reputation with people. But even more so, I have a good reputation with myself. And it wasn't until I was forced to look at myself on my own terms till I was able to determine that I wasn't validating myself throughout my adult years. I constantly looked for my husband to validate me. I needed his approval on dinner or, I don't know. I wanted him to say, "Good job cleaning the house today," or whatever. I craved it. I needed it. But now I don't need it so much. Of course, it's not there to be given, but I can tell myself great job for things I do. I know my worth, and I know that validation doesn't come from anywhere but inside. People can tell you things all day long, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to believe them anyway. If you're struggling with self-acceptance, you're going to struggle with accepting anything nice said about you. If you struggle with self-acceptance, you're going to struggle with self-validation, self-esteem. I know a few people who come to mind when I say that, and I want nothing but the best for them, to dig down, dig deep, and find their validation within themselves. Because once they find that, they're going to stand strong in who they are and won't be afraid to shine brightly. Here's 100 positive affirmations for choosing self-validation over outwardly validation. Feel free to personalize these affirmations or create your own based on your specific needs and desires. Repeat them regularly, believe in their truth, and allow them to reinforce your practice of self validation. Remember to choose the affirmations that resonate with you personally and adapt them to suit your own needs and beliefs. By regularly affirming these positive statements, you reinforce your commitment to self validation and empower yourself to embrace your true worth and potential. I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am. My thoughts, feelings, and opinions are valid and important. I trust my intuition to guide me in making the right decisions for myself. I am proud of who I am becoming and the progress I have made. I am deserving of happiness, success, and fulfillment in my life. I choose to embrace the unique qualities and celebrate my individuality. I release the need for external validation and embrace my own inner validation. I am confident in my abilities and trust in my own strengths. I am allowed to set boundaries and prioritize my own well being. I value and respect myself unconditionally, regardless of others' opinions. I am grateful for my journey and the lesson it has taught me. I have the power to create positive change in my life. I deserve to pursue my passions and follow my dreams. My self-worth is not dependent on external achievements or validation. I choose self-compassion and practice kindness towards myself. I am enough just as I am, and I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I release the need to compare myself to others, and I am on my own unique path. I am open to growth, learning, and new possibilities in my life. I honor and respect my emotions, allowing myself to feel and process them. I can overcome challenges and rise above adversity. I trust in my own resilience and ability to navigate life's obstacles. I embrace self-acceptance and love every part of myself, flaws and all. I am the authority on my own life, and I trust myself to make the best decisions for me. I radiate confidence and self-assurance in all that I do. I choose to be my own biggest supporter and cheerleader. I release the need for approval from others and embrace my own self-approval. I trust in my own abilities and know that I can achieve my goals. I deserve to prioritize my own needs and take care of myself. I accept compliments graciously and believe in my own worthiness. I am deserving of love, respect, and positive relationships in my life. I choose to focus on my own growth and progress rather than comparing myself to others. I let go of past mistakes and embrace the lessons they have taught me. I celebrate my accomplishments, no matter how big or small they may be. I trust that I am on the right path and everything is unfolding as it should. I have a unique perspective to offer, and my voice deserves to be heard. I am resilient and I bounce back from challenges stronger than before. Tell me. I am not defined by my past. I have the power to create a bright future. I deserve to be treated with kindness, compassion, and respect by myself and others. I trust in my own intuition and guide me towards what is best for me. I embrace self-love and practice self-care as a priority in my life. I am proud of myself for taking steps towards personal growth and self-improvement. I can handle any obstacles that come my way. I am worthy of success, abundance, and happiness in all areas of my life. I choose to let go of self-doubt and trust in my own abilities. I am the author of my own story, and I have the power to create a fulfilling narrative. I am deserving of forgiveness, both from others, but especially from myself. I'm a work in progress, and each day I make a better version of myself. I become a better version of myself. I am open to receiving love, support, and positive energy from the universe. I trust in the timing of my life and know that everything unfolds perfectly. I am a unique and valuable individual, and I embrace my own worthiness. I am proud of the person I am becoming, and I trust my journey. I release the need to seek validation from others and trust in my own validation. I embrace my imperfections as they make me unique and beautiful. I am deserving of love and kindness both from myself and from others. I choose to let go of self-criticism and replace it with self-compassion. I'm confident in my abilities to overcome any challenges that come my way. I acknowledge and appreciate the progress that I have made in my personal growth. I am in control of my own happiness, and I choose to embrace it fully. I trust in the wisdom of my own intuition to guide me in making decisions. I deserve to set healthy boundaries that honor and protect my well-being. I am a unique individual in my own strengths, gifts, and talents. I release the need to seek approval from others and focus on self-approval instead. I trust that I am enough and I don't need to strive for perfection. I am open to receiving and embracing abundance in all areas of my life. I choose to let go of past mistakes and forgive myself with love and compassion. I am worthy of success, and I believe in my ability to achieve my goals. I am deserving of joy, and I choose to prioritize activities and experiences that bring me joy. I am resilient, and I bounce back stronger from any setbacks I encounter. I trust that my voice and opinions matter, and I have the right to express them. I embrace self-discovery and continue to learn and grow every day. I am the creator of my own reality, and I have the power to manifest my desires. I am surrounded by love and support, and I attract positive relationships into my life. I am grateful for my unique life journey and the lessons it has taught me. I let go of the need for external validation and focus on living authentically. I am at peace with myself and I radiate inner harmony and tranquility. I trust my instincts and make decisions that align with my true self. I am deserving of respect and I surround myself with people who uplift and honor me. I release the need to compare myself to others and fully embrace my unique journey. I'm resilient and I have the strength to overcome any obstacles that come my way. I acknowledge my achievements and celebrate my progress with gratitude. I am open to receiving compliments and accept them graciously, knowing I am worthy. Excuse me. I choose to let go of negative self-talk and replace it with empowering and loving words. I trust that I have knowledge and skills necessary to navigate life's challenges. I am deserving of self-care and prioritizing my physical, mental, and emotional well-being. I release the need to seek external validation for my creativity. I trust in my artistic expression. I am proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone and embracing growth. I am deserving of abundance and I welcome prosperity into my life with gratitude. I am a powerful creator and I manifest positive outcomes in alignment with my desires. I let go of the need for approval from others and trust in my own self-approval. I am worthy of love and experience deep and fulfilling connections with others. I am in control of my own thoughts and choose to focus on positivity and self-belief. I am grateful for the lessons I learned from challenges. They contribute to my personal growth. I release the need to seek validation through external achievements and embrace my inherent worth. I am confident in expressing my opinions and ideas, knowing they hold value and importance. I trust that I'm on the right path and I have faith in the unfolding of my life's journey. I am deserving of success and allow myself to dream big and pursue my goals passionately. I honor my emotions and give myself permission to feel, knowing that they are valid and valuable. I can create a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and meaning. I release the need to seek validation for my body. I embrace and appreciate its uniqueness. I am a beacon of light, radiating positivity, love, and self-acceptance to those around me. I am so lucky. I am the luckiest person I know. Luck always finds me. Things are always working out for me. I'm living the life of my dreams. Luck surrounds me and my family. I am healthy and financially blessed. You are so lucky. You are the luckiest person I know. Luck always finds you. Things are always working out for you. You're living the life of your dreams. Luck surrounds you and your family. You are healthy, financially blessed. And with that, I bid you guys a fond farewell, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, look at that.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends, this being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky.
See you guys tomorrow. We're going to talk about celebrating yourself tomorrow. So come back.